Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Wine and Golf Ball Week, benefiting the Campbell course, home of the children's course, and First Tee Greater Portland. My name's Patrick Cyber. I'm lucky enough to be on the board for the program, but also your auctioneer for Wine and Golf Ball. I could not be happier to have you join us today. I'm going to encourage you folks. Be sure to say hello in the chat. Tell us where you're tuning in from. And as always, ask any questions. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat, and Heather and I will get to it. And then finally, and most importantly, somebody is going home today with a $25 Amazon gift card. The way you enter our drawing, folks, is type in the chat. Just type in hashtag WGBTDB as in Wine and Golf Ball, and you will be in the drawing. That's all you have to do. Hey, it's my pleasure to introduce our interim executive director and longtime friend of the programs. Please welcome Ms. Heather Mott. Heather, how are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well. Thanks for the invite today.
Absolutely. You got to be fired up. It's Wine and Golf Ball Week.
It is. We are kicking it off today with our online auction. It seems to be seeing a lot of action already. So
Absolutely.
I encourage you all to get online and take a look at our packages and see what's available.
Yeah, I am impressed with how fast people dove in. I think
It was
we had
crazy.
our first bid came at 12:05 a.m. this morning. That person obviously was not sleeping.
They were ready.
But
there was a lot of pinging going on.
Yeah, they were bidding away. So it's fantastic. And Heather, we have a whole week of activities. I've said it a couple of times already. Wine and Golf Ball Week. And one of the reasons that I like to bring that up for folks is that, in our new environment, Heather, we have something for everybody. You don't just have to buy a ticket, get all dressed up, and go to an event on a specific night. We have a week that you can support the programs at the Campbell course, home of the children's course, and the First Tee of Greater Portland. And then we're going to be at Waverly. We're going to be at Waverly next Wednesday. How much fun is that going to be?
They are graciously hosting our event. We are planning to have 150 guests join us that night. We will have a night of hors d'oeuvres, and we will invite some wineries to come in, and they'll be pouring for our guests. And then we will move on into our program, which will include a video showcasing our kids. And Amy Troy will be there as our MC, along with you, hosting our paddle race.
Absolutely. It'll be a great night, and tickets are still available. So
yes, they are.
People can still get them. Hey, Heather, an event like this doesn't happen without sponsors. And I know you have quite the list of them. Would you mind sharing them with our group?
We do have quite the list of sponsors, and many are returning sponsors and have been sponsoring us for many years. So we truly appreciate the commitment they are showing us. Our presenting sponsors this year are Space Age Fuel, Les Schwab, and U.S. Bank, once again. Our champagne sponsors are Stan and Leslie Reneker. Stan is one of our board members. Again, this year, Avangrid Renewables, as well as the Campbell Foundation.
Awesome.
Our reserve sponsors this year are Sport Oregon, Sherlock de Muniz, Key Events, Generations LLC, AT&T, and Baron Liebman is joining us this year. And our Cuvée sponsor is Pine Meadow Golf.
Absolutely. That is what a list of bang up list of great sponsors.
Yes.
Hey, and Heather, would you share with our audience a little bit about over the next 7 days, we're going to raise a significant amount of money, and it's going to be fantastic. How will the programs use those dollars to benefit the children?
Well, our mission here at the Campbell course, home of the children's course and First Tee, is to teach life values to youth through the game of golf. The funds that we raise and all of the funding that comes from grants allows us to offer programming and equipment to the community of underserved, underprivileged population that may not have access to golf on a regular basis.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, it's amazing to see the hundreds of children every year that come out to the Campbell course and any of our multiple facilities around the
Correct.
area, whether it be out at Heron Lakes or over at McKay Creek out in Hillsborough. I mean, we have so many, and even in the schools, right? I mean, we have programs in the schools now too. So
Yes, we are in the National School Program. That's actually how I was introduced to the program almost
wow,
20 years ago, with my husband being one of the first schools that participated in allowing the curriculum into the programs.
that's awesome. That's
Yes,
awesome. So
great.
it's it's a fantastic opportunity for people over the next week to support us. And how about I just dive in and share with people how they can get involved and make this program and these facilities available to kids, regardless of their ability uh,
Correct. There
to
should be no
financially
barriers.
support
That
it.
is our
Yeah,
goal.
yeah. There's no barriers. There's no restrictions. It's like, hey, if you've got a young person in your life, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's a son, daughter, could
Grandson,
be
granddaughter,
yeah,
we see many grandparents.
absolutely.
Yes,
And you want to introduce them to the values of golf, then all you've got to do, because of the support we receive over the next week, is bring them over and
let's
reach
bring
out
them
to
over
us and
to,
let us know.
yes.
So let's get folks involved. I'm looking for some people to say hello to us, Heather. I mean, there's people tuned in and nobody's giving us any love out there. So let's make sure you type in a little hello and let us know who's tuning in. And then don't forget to write hashtag WGB for Wine and Golf Ball, and you will be entered into a special drawing. And there is, hey, looky there, our old buddy Sean Gard up in Ridgefield, Washington. Sean Gard is a incredible supporter of the game of golf, has been involved for many, many years, dating back to his time with Peter Jacobson Sports and the Fred Meyer Challenge and the glory days. Sean, always great to see you tuned in. Big thank you to give a shout out and give a hug to your beautiful wife, Annie, and tell her I said hello, would you? Great to have you tune in. And Sean, you are the first in the drawing, so that the odds are really
The
good.
odds
For
are
you right
with you.
now, the odds are in your favor. So, hey, folks, it couldn't be easier to be involved in the program. All you got to do is start right there and go to wineandgolfball.com. And when you get there, it's going to be really pretty straightforward. When you get to the home page, to the original page of our website, you'll see that there's all sorts of things to do. One of the things that you would like to do, or we'd love to have you do, is to go ahead and register. If you register for the event, then we're able to keep you up to date with all the great things happening at the Campbell course, home of the children's course and First Tee Greater Portland, and all of our different programs and facilities around the area. But make sure you register. Could not be easier. You just click on register and you will fill it out and you will be registered. Now, it's going to ask you to put in your credit card, Heather, but you don't have to immediately. You can wait. We only require a credit card to be on file if you are actually bidding. So
Bidding, correct.
yeah, and I always share with
But you
people,
want to bid.
yeah, there's so many great things to bid on. The other nice thing is that you will get a statement before we charge your card. So that's a nice deal. And looky here, Sean chiming in. Too kind, he says. Thank you. Always had a great time holding events at the children's course when I was with Peter's group. Wonderful facility. Absolutely, Sean.
Thank
As
you.
always, a gentleman and a scholar. So once you're at the homepage, you've registered. I'm going to encourage our friends, Heather, to make sure they're going to get an email from our software providers, Octria, and I'm going to encourage them to confirm their email. And second of all, I want them to download the Octria app because it is so powerful to be able to follow all the action right from your phone. Even if you're with us at Waverly next week, or if you're not, we're going to share with you how you can use that app to participate all week long. All right. And
It's the best way not to miss out on the item you want.
absolutely. It definitely is. And so once you're in there, come on over to the website, back to the website, you'll be logged in. I'm going to point out right off the bat, we've got an incredible raffle going on right now. This is somebody is going to win a $500 Amazon gift card. And I don't know about you, Heather, but over the last few years, that Amazon truck seems to be here more often than the mailman.
Almost daily, it seems.
Absolutely.
Embarrassingly so.
It's funny. I was noticing walking out to my office earlier today, I've got several Amazon boxes that haven't even been opened. And so everybody can use an Amazon gift card. This is $500, and we're only selling 100 tickets. They're only $25 a piece, and could not be easier. So once we sell 100, it is done. So your odds are fantastic. Make sure you dive in there and get going. The other thing I want to draw to your attention right away, too, is this Donate Now button. And we have an opportunity for you to fund specific elements of our programs at the Campbell Course, home of the children's course, in First Tee Greater Portland, where you can support a First Tee participant with a cash donation that will offset the expenses of the programming for that individual. You can also, and this is a big one, I don't know that most people realize what we have going on over there at the Campbell Course and home of the children's course. But we have a couple of vans, and we actually go and pick up some of the children for the programming and bring them there because maybe their parents or their guardians aren't in a position to transport them. And so we have an opportunity to fill her up, put gas in the van. And I'll tell you what, as you know, Heather, it takes a little bit more than
a few more dollars nowadays.
What's it take to fill up our van?
The last one was over $100 to fill up our van.
Wow. So, hey, folks, if you're in a position,
use it on a weekly basis to go and pick up our Thrive mentors and to provide field trips for the kids as well.
Yeah, it's an awesome, and it's a really powerful deal. So if you like to donate to something specific, this is a great way to do it. And then you can just support our programs with a cash donation. Recognize that the Campbell Course, home of the children's course, and the First Tee of Greater Portland is a 501c3, the Children's Course Inc. And so all deductions are eligible for tax deductibility depending on your situation. So with that being said, hey, I think really what most people are fired up about is that we have a couple of auctions going on, and they can bid in them right now, both of them. We have not only do we have a online only auction, but we also have a live auction. And I want to share with folks really what the difference is there, Heather. First and foremost, our online auction, you do not need a ticket, and you do not
Correct.
need to be present to bid in either of our auctions. The difference is when they close. Okay. So
Yes.
What will happen is our online only auction will begin to close on May 3rd at 9 o'clock. And when I say begin to close, that is because our software allows us to act like a true auction where I tend to take bids until people quit bidding. And so what happens in our online only auction is that when people bid within the last 5 minutes before the closing time of 9 o'clock next Wednesday, May 3rd, then it will extend the closing time another 5 minutes. It will also notify the person who just got outbid, Heather. So it's pretty slick stuff. And it allows us, that can happen indefinitely until people quit bidding for a total of 5 minutes, right? So
yes, the software is very quick too. So you won't miss out on the opportunity.
Yeah, especially if you've downloaded that Octria app. It's incredibly powerful. Now, compared to our live auction, what will happen on our live auction is we have, I think, 6 packages maybe. Those packages you can start bidding on right now today, and the bidding will continue until our event at Waverly next week, starting at 7 o'clock. We've got a wonderful program, as you've already alluded. Can't wait to be with my buddy Amy Troy. She's a phenomenal hostess and
she is
wonderful
supporter of our organization.
Yeah, and her 2 daughters are out at the Campbell Course, and she's been out there, spends a lot of time when she's not other places playing golf. She is maybe the most avid golfer I know. without a question. So Amy will be with us, but what will happen is during that program, we will auction off those live auction packages. We will close those right there at Waverly, and folks can be able to bid both online through their app and also raise their bid paddles for our guests that are in the room. And so we'll do what we call in the auction business a simulcast, where you will be able to bid both online and in person, and I will be able to see those bidding online as well as those bid paddles right in front of us. So let's get in and start showing folks how to bid. Let's go to our online auction first. And the nice thing is somebody typed in at the top here just exactly what I've already said about when things will happen. So this explains the online auction catalog. And thanks to our good buddy Cindy, we want to make sure that if you haven't gotten your tickets yet to join us at Waverly, that you do right away. We would love to have you do it. And as I go through here, if you have any questions, folks, please type them in the comment box. I'd love to have Heather and I answer them. And then once again, don't forget, type in hashtag WGB and you could win a $25 Amazon gift card. Right now, my buddy Sean Gard is in the lead. He's the only one in the drawing. So type it in there fast, folks. So here is our online auction package. We've got an incredible array of packages. Heather, what is there, over 100?
There are over 100 packages this year. A little bit of everything for everyone, from golf to outings to trips to wine, beer. There's we added some new packages this year for Mother's Day, just in time.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That's thinking. That is thinking. And you know what? If you're a golf fan and you want to play some golf courses that you can't just pick up the phone and make it tee time, right? Here's some opportunities.
This is the opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, here's a package at Oswego Lake Country Club, Tualatin Country Club, Portland Golf Club, although you got to play with Dr. Eric, you know. But our good friend Eric Gabrielson, past board chair and CEO of the Campbell Foundation. And look, here's an opportunity to play golf at Waverly with Mike Pittman. I just want to hang out with Mike in the 19th hole at Waverly. I have no interest in playing golf, but I may bid on this just to be able to spend some time with Mike. He's a great guy. Oregon Golf Club, what a wonderful selection, an incredible selection of wine. Cindy Campbell and everybody involved, Denise and yourself, have done a phenomenal job of putting together some incredible packages. I think every winery around is represented in.
Is represented, definitely.
Yeah, that is. And we got sports packages. You got the Trailblazers right behind the Blazer bench. What a package that is. You've got Timbers packages. This is awesome. And we got multiple pages of this, 4 or 5 pages. But let's dive in and let's look at, I want to show folks how to bid real quick. Like, I'm going to start one of my favorite places, the OGA golf course, because I happen to be on that board also. Our good friends down there at the OGA do a lot of great things for young people. And here we go. Here's a round of golf to play. You've got the bidding is at right now is at $140. And you can just hit bid 140, or you can bid a custom amount. Okay. And if you bid a custom amount, you have the opportunity to place it as a proxy bid. And let me share with what that means, Heather, because I think this is one of the greatest features of online bidding. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Absolutely. So here's the deal. I might look at this and say, hey, this is a round of 4 with carts. Okay. Now I happen to know that that's probably worth $200, $250, something like that. And to me, if I could pay $200 for that package, I would feel like that was great. But you know what? If I could get it for $140, that would be even better, wouldn't it? So what I can do is I can place a higher bid. I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to say place it as a $160 bid, but I'm going to place it as a proxy bid. And Heather and our friends out there, what that means is because I've placed it as a proxy bid, it's going to bid the minimum amount that I need to bid to be in the lead up to that max bid or proxy bid of $160. So when I bid 160, you're going to see, I think, yep, there we go. Now it says I got to sign in again. I hate it when that happens. And I love that it's masked. I don't have to worry about having to go back and edit video. So if I make this 160 and I place it as a proxy bid, bingo, there we go. And you notice right there, Heather, it says the next bid must be at least 150. The reality is if somebody bids 150, it will elevate my bid to 150 and told them that they need to bid 160. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So it's an incredible feature and does some really great things. And it makes it so much fun to enjoy the whole week of fundraising at the Campbell course, home of the children's course in First Tee, Greater Portland. So there's is there any more highlights or fun packages that you're excited about in the
OSU package?
Say
If
that
anyone,
again?
there's an OSU package for some football.
Oh, who would want to do that?
I'm sure there are plenty of people.
There's only one OSU game I care to be at. That's one we don't even know what we call it anymore. But yeah, this is a cool package. You know, this is great, and thanks to Duncan and Cindy for making that possible. And you threw in some Breakside Brewery, so even duck fans might be in favor of that. And hey, folks, when you're looking at these items, a lot of these combined donations from different generous donors to support us, and you'll always see down below this item contains, and it's 2 individual packages that you can't bid on separately. You can only bid as a group, but there might be some more details here. So you just click on there and you might get some more details. Okay. One of the packages that I'm really excited about, Heather, is the, I want to say it's the full swing. Yep, there it is right there. Full swing kit launch monitor. Now, I know that and especially after looking at all the bidding going on since 12:05 a.m. this morning, I know that this is a popular item. The bidding's already at $1,500, but that is far from the value. The value of this, if you went online and tried to buy one right now, it is $5,000, right? And
yes, it is.
A very, very generous donation from our friends at Full Swing and our buddy Robin Harrington, our board chair, making this happen for us. We happen to have the Full Swing kit launch monitor. And if you didn't know, folks, this is the one that Tiger Woods endorses and that Tiger uses, right? And it's available right here. So this would be a great opportunity if you've been looking to improve your golf game and you need all those statistics and data to tell you how to do it. This is the way to get it. And you can also be supporting the incredible young people that benefit from the programs at the children's course, the Campbell course, home of the children's course in First Tee, Greater Portland. I made it quite a while before I
You did. That was very impressive.
I made it 24 minutes. Okay. And hey, I'll tell you what, the other nice thing about this software, Heather, is that if you maybe you already have this Full Swing kit launch monitor, but you want to share it with your buddies, or you want to help us at the Campbell course, home of the children's course, First Tee, Greater Portland, raise money over the next week. I'd love to have you share it on your social media. So here, right on any individual package, you'll see your social media icons, and you can click on them, Heather, and it will create a post of just that singular item for you to make a statement or do whatever you want to say, and then it will post it to your Facebook page. So I encourage all of our friends, as they're perusing their favorite items, don't promote the ones you're bidding on, okay? But
share them all. We would love to have everyone.
Yeah, we'd love to have everybody.
Yes.
But
even those that don't know about us yet.
Exactly. But make sure that you share out there. Tag somebody you know would be really fired up to win that package. Now, we also talked about, we have a live auction, Heather, and we talked about the differences in the bidding. The bidding will close at Waverly next week on May 3rd, starting about 7 o'clock. And we will have, when you come to this page, if you're not able to join us at Waverly next week, maybe you're out of town, you've got a conflict, but you got that Octria app on your phone, what will happen is we will have an updated link here where you can listen to the audio. We will not be live streaming like you and I are right now with respect to having audio and video. It will be an audio only, but you can literally watch the bidding action right there in the Octria app. As somebody bids, you'll see who the high bid is, what you need to bid next, and it'll show you who you're bidding against right there in the Octria app. The difference will be is that if I'm taking a live bid at the event and I'm with, let's say, bidder 1, 2, 3, it'll just say bid is at Waverly at whatever that amount is, right? So it won't tell you the name of who's actually bidding at Waverly. If you're online bidding, it'll tell you who's bidding online against you. So it's quite the feature. We've got some fun packages here. I'm really fired up about. I don't know about you, Heather, but if you're a golf fan, I think we might have put together 6 of the greatest packages of all times here. We've got something, let's call it somewhat local here in the state of Oregon. We've got 2 packages. We've got a wonderful getaway to Brasada Ranch. We have a wonderful getaway to Manzanita, which is outstanding. And then we got you on an airplane to go to Harbor Town Yacht Club, site of where they play the I forget the name. I always call it the Heritage, but PGA Tour was just there a few weeks ago, and it is a wonderful, wonderful place. This is in the Harbor Town Yacht Club. Incredible place. And right now, hey, Heather, the bidding's at about $1,000, right at 1,000. And I know last year, didn't we sell this for close to $5,000? So
we did. It was very popular last year.
Yeah, you can't win if you don't bid, right? So get in there. And then here's a couple of packages. I want a big shout out to our, look at there, somebody just bid on a wine and dine package. I want to bring up our good buddy Jim Schaefer at Waverly. Jim has graciously offered his home again. This is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath home in La Quinta. It's right off the 16th green at the Nicholas Tournament course. And what an incredible opportunity. You can bid on it right now. And let's look at, before I bid here. Yeah, this is awesome. And you've also got a $500 Visa gift card. Is that right?
That is correct. To use for golf or dining, however you choose.
However you want. You might take that Visa gift card right on down there to Arnold Palmer Steakhouse, or maybe a spa visit in La Quinta. What a wonderful place. Or maybe a round of golf, whatever you feel like. That is your spot. So that's our live auction package number 5. And then I wanted to touch on these 2 really, really unique experiences we have. One of them is associated with the Barracuda Championship on the PGA Tour. That's up in, it's actually the exact location of the golf courses in Truckee, California, but it's just outside of Lake Tahoe. And we have a package for you, thanks to our buddy Chris Hoff over there, tournament director there, and also Robin Harrington and several others folks that have made this package possible. But this is 2 nights lodging at the Hyatt Regency Lake Tahoe Resort, which I understand is a phenomenal property, and is really the cat's meow in that area there. And then you become an honorary observer for Friday, along with 4 tickets for each day. And as an honorary observer, you get to walk, Heather, inside the ropes with a PGA Tour group as they're playing in the tournament competition. So you don't have to worry. I mean, it's the ultimate euchre seats, right? It is the ultimate front row opportunity. You are inside the ropes. I mean, that is that's unheard of. And this is at the Barracuda Championship. Our good buddy Chris Hoff, there's tournament director, has some Oregon ties and good guy. and our friends at Nike making this all possible. So bid high and bid often, because this is an awesome package. And then the last one, which I think every golf fan would really enjoy. We every Super Bowl weekend, Heather, I think there's two things that happen if you're a golfer. There's the Super Bowl, but then there might be the Super Bowl atmosphere of golf is right there at the Waste Management Open here in Scottsdale, at Scottsdale TPC. Now, this is a great package, folks. If you have dreamt about going to the Waste Management Open and being a part of that electric, and I mean electric crowd, here is your chance. You'll have 2 wristbands for Friday through Sunday. In addition, you're going to have you'll have a access to a suite one day that you're there. Of those 2 days, you'll have access to suites on 16, 17, and 18. Now, we can't guarantee you get into the suites at 16 because that's first come, first serve. But you'll have access to the suites and all the hospitality 16, 17, and 18. And so this is a bucket list trip, I think, for a lot of golfers, is to be a part of that Waste Management Phoenix Open and to be there. Saturday would be my day. That would be the greatest day to be there, because that's when it is truly electric. And then Sunday, watch the Super Bowl wherever it may be next year. So that's a great trip and a great opportunity. And folks, these are the 6 packages that are available in our live auction. But I want to stress, you can bid on them right now, and you'll be able to continue bidding onto them right up to next week when we close them live at Waverly, and you can follow along on the Octria app to make your bids. So that is absolutely awesome stuff. Was there anything else you wanted to add to any of our auction packages there, Miss Heather?
Well, I have to say I love the Mother's Day packages.
Yeah, let's go back
The
and do a little
gardening
Mother's Day.
packages there at the very end. You know, those are a great way to celebrate or even treat yourself.
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
see a succulent wreath hanging at my house.
Absolutely. Well, as I always say, bid high and bid often, right? I mean,
Yes.
and I share with folks all the time, Heather, every bid, whether you win or lose, is raising money for the Campbell course, home of the children's course, and First Tee Greater Portland, and the hundreds and hundreds of children who benefit from our programming and facilities there.
Absolutely. Every dollar counts. It helps for us to now, with our new learning center, provide year-round programming, which we weren't able to do in the past.
Right. Yeah. And that's really cool. I mean, the facilities there at the Campbell course, home of the children's course, are outstanding. Thanks to all of our generous donors. I mean, the event has been wildly successful for many years. Heather, I think this is our 19th.
It is
our 19th Wine and Golf Ball. One of my favorites events of the entire year. So much effort has gone into it from you, from Denise, from Cindy, and from Ellie, and from all of our May, and all the folks on the committee.
It's a great committee.
Yeah, fantastic folks making efforts. And then also our board of directors has done a great job. I mean, many of the folks have made donations of items, but also helped us purchase items to put in the auction to help us raise money and continue doing the incredible work that is happening at the Campbell course, home of the children's course. So awesome stuff. Hey, I would love to answer any questions anybody has. And I see George Franco, my good buddy outside of Atlanta, Georgia, tuned in today. A little shout out to George, great auctioneer out there in the outside of the Atlanta area. And I know he's an avid golfer, so that's probably why he tuned in today. Hey, folks, if you have any questions, fire them up. I would love to answer any questions that you have before we get off the air. And then I also want to remind folks, you will be able to tune in on next Wednesday on the Octria app. It will be audio only to our live stream on Wednesday, May 3rd, about 7 o'clock at wineandgolfball.com. And you'll be able to listen to all the action from Amy and I. You'll be able to hear the videos and some of the testimonial stuff that we'll be talking about. And then our live auction will happen right there on that audio stream also. So encourage you to do that. Hey, Heather, what can folks expect when they get to Waverly next week?
Well, we have quite a few kids who will be greeting you at the door and welcoming you in. We have plans to serve hors d'oeuvres, as well as you'll have the opportunity to go around to the different wineries and taste their offerings. Then we will move into the big room for the presentation of the video with you and Amy leading us through the process. And then we'll move on to our live auction items.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's going to be a lot of fun, an incredible amount of fun. And like we said, hey, folks, you can still be a part of this. If you haven't been to Waverly, quite honestly, it might be just the opportunity to be at that incredibly historic and prestigious facility. Our friends at Waverly making this happen for us this year, which we're very, very appreciative of the opportunity. You can still get tickets right here on the website. Go to Tickets to Waverly, and we have opportunities for you to buy a ticket and be a part of our audience next week. And, you know, Waverly is hosting the U.S. Senior Women's Open later this summer. So not only did they hosted a U.S. Amateur and PNGAs and all sorts of special competitions, national championships over the years, but they've got the U.S. Senior Women's Open this summer. So go ahead and experience Waverly. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. So with that all being said, I'm going to give them one last time before I just send my buddy Sean a gift card, right? I mean, maybe you want to sign up. I mean, all you got to do, folks, all you got to do is type in hashtag WGB and you are in the drawing. Everybody's eligible, even me, because it's done by the computer. So type it in there real quick, and we are going to be moving over to our drawing here. And why wouldn't I just go ahead and do it right now? It should not be very difficult. In fact, we've got one entry. So Sean, you are the winner, but we're going to, just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and spin the proverbial deal. Well, with one, it says I don't even get to draw it. So congratulations.
He tried to enter twice.
Yeah, Sean's trying to enter twice. It'll only let you do it once, buddy. But these other folks that are tuned in are shy. So you are going to be the winner today, Sean. And thank you so much. And hey, a big thank you to Mary Jacobs. Just bought herself some Amazon gift card raffles. And thank you so very much. I'm watching all these folks. You said bid high and bid often. And there is exactly what I meant, Sean. That is exactly what I meant. So, Heather, without any further ado, I'm going to get back to bidding.
All right. You have fun, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
Yeah, let's. I hope the golf course out there, the Campbell course, home of the children's course, is packed with.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, the sun's out. It's definitely wine and golf ball season, lasting all weeks, folks. There's many ways for you to support. Go to Wine and Golf Ball.
Sunshine just makes it that much better.
Absolutely. Go to wineandgolfball.com and be a part of this wonderful event and make a difference in our community. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. We appreciate you being here. Have a terrific day. Talk to you later.
Thank you all.
Goodbye.